Hey guys, okay, so I want to give you a couple tips on how to be a 1 week wonder and sell at least $700 in 1 week. Everything that you sell in this time frame can go towards your first order, so it's really, really important that you get excited and you go into what I call sales beast mode. And these are a couple tips on how to make that happen. So you want to kind of like multiply your efforts. And so one thing that you can do is you can send out a either launching text, or what I highly recommend is the Mascara-thon, Lip Gloss-a-thon text. And I will send you that text. And you basically send this out to every single woman in your phone except me and maybe your recruiter. Anybody else in Mary Kay you don't want to send this to, but everybody else in your phone, like every single person. Don't prejudge whether she wears lip gloss or mascara. Don't prejudge whether you think she has enough money to get lip gloss or mascara. Send it to everyone, every single person, and you copy and paste it. You don't send it in a group. Some people cannot actually receive group text, and aside from that, it's just kind of like people brush those off as like, she's sending this to everybody. So you want to send it to each individual person. You just copy and paste it. If you sell 40 mascaras or lip glosses within the next 24 hours, like the text kind of implies that that's the goal, that is $600. Right there. Okay, so what I would recommend is doing that and then doing a couple other things. So you may or may not have your starter kit yet. If you don't have your starter kit yet, that's okay. But as soon as your starter kit comes in, you're going to have some catalogs. I would do some catalog sales. I would get your best girlfriends, your girlfriends that absolutely love you, like your social girlfriends, maybe girlfriends that work with other women or have large dynamics of like women in their family, and get them to collect sales for you. And for every $100 in orders that they collect, give them $20 in free product, because when you collect $100 in orders, you make $50 off of that. When you give her $20 in free product, that only costs you $10. So you're still making $40 profit, and all of this is going towards your goal of selling at least 700 in 1 week. So I would multiply yourself and have some girlfriend collect orders for you. The next thing that I would do is I would make it a goal to get at least 10 women to come with you to your next success event, your next guest night where we do makeovers. Anything that you sell that night is going to go towards your first order. So I would make it a goal of whenever that is, whether it's our Thursday night event here locally, or whether you're attending another girls' night out in your hometown, or whether there's like a Saturday event that you can attend. I would make the very next one is what I would do is make it a goal to have 10. If your goal is 10 and you have 10 confirmed guests, you're going to have at least 5 women show up. And again, anything that we sell goes towards that. The last thing that I would do, and this is actually step number 4 on our 13 steps to success, is I would set up your personal website. As a new consultant, it's only $30 to set up your website for the whole year. And normally it's $60. So for me, I've been in Mary Kay a while. When I go to redo my website annually, it's $60 annually. But for you, it's only $30. And once you set up your website, I'll have another video explaining this, but once you set up your website, you can have like a big announcement email go out. You can post your website on Facebook. You can create like a Facebook group page where women can like that, or customers can like that, and you can post your website there. When you post your website, you actually can go to marykay.com/ whatever your website is, and there's a place for you to copy the link to the catalog, the lookbook, an online catalog that goes directly to your website. So you can text out this catalog, and it's going to go directly to your website where they can shop at your Mary Kay website. It's a big old deal. Okay, so a couple tips. Number 1, your sales tax that you collect tax on your retail. So whatever you're collecting from your customer, the retail price, you charge your state tax on top of that. So in Kentucky, it's 6%. So you want to know what your state tax is, and you want to charge that in addition to. You can accept cash, you can accept checks, and you can accept credit cards. If you're going to take credit cards, you're going to want to set up your ProPay account, and I'll walk you through that in your next video. But you can go ahead and start collecting collecting credit card numbers from people even before you have ProPay set up. So just go ahead and do it. Then you can set ProPay up when we're ready to put your order in, and you can charge all these cards to your order. So you don't have to have ProPay set up and then start collecting credit cards. When you collect a credit card number, you need the credit card number, you need their zip code, you need their expiration date, and you need the little social security, or not social security, you do not need their social security number. That is not what we need. That little security code on the back of the card, you need that. Now, if you don't collect that, it's not the end of the world, but try to remember to grab that from people. And then when you drop the orders off, you can have them, sign for that transaction on the receipt. You don't probably have your receipts yet, your order tickets. Your order tickets, let me grab one so you can see what they look like. Sorry. They look like this. So these are going to come in your starter kit. But if you don't have these yet, just get like a notebook, a pad of paper, and start writing your orders down on there. But you can see on here, it gives you a place to get their contact information, what they want. When you write down what they want, you are actually, this is just for you. You don't have to turn this receipt into the company. So say she wants an eye makeup remover. You could just write eye makeup remover, whatever you're going to remember the product as. And then the price, add up the totals over here, do your tax, and then your total. And your total is obviously what you charge her or get, do the card for or get the check from. So that's what that is. But if you don't have these, you can just get the same information, what they want, write it down, add the tax to it, and then you're set to go, just keeping track of it. I will help all new consultants place their first order. So just keep collecting orders. After you've given this, like you basically go beast mode for a week. You give everybody a deadline. So people who are collecting catalog sales for you, you give them a deadline. When you send out your announcement email for your website, there is an example of an email that you can send at ambernichols.com on the new consultant link. Use that email, just tweak it to what you want it to say, but use the deadline. Give a deadline because you want your deadline that you give them to be like a couple days, like maybe 2 days before your deadline is for you to get your product. And then as soon as we collect all your orders, we're going to place that order, and it will, partner with your inventory order that you're going to do, or it can be, an order on its own. Obviously, the goal is to get as much free product as you possibly can with your first order. So that's why we're going on this like sales binge. But I'll help you place that. So don't worry about any of that. Just be collecting orders, get guests to your next local event. I'll send you the mascara text so that you have that, and I'm really excited. And I think what you think will be the results is what will be the result. So if you're like, you know what, I'm going to bust it out, I'm going to sell $1,000 in a week, I think you're going to do it. And I always say, no matter what your situation is, if you want to do this, you will do this. My sister-in-law was 18 when she signed her agreement. She was still a senior in high school, and she sold $600 in a week. I also had a young gal who did not have her license, did not even have a car. She had a cell phone, and she sat in her bedroom, and she just called and texted everybody that she knew, and she sold $1,200 in like 3 days. So if they can do it, I know that you can do it, and I'm excited to see your results. But what you think is going to happen is what's going to happen. So if you're determined, it's going to happen. So good luck, and I can't wait to hear what your results are.